Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to the Gloom Seekers episode 4, which originally aired live on Twitch. Trying to think of if I want to impart any roles here. So whether or not we have a plant specialist. I think Natha, you are already the speaker, but you do have a burning passion for plants. So if we did have a plant specialist, I think it might be Hills. But if I signed Tender, Gloom Tender, it would prevent you from handle, cook, construct, mine, smith, tailor, craft. You'd still be able to research technically, but I'm going to hold off on that until I actually have a full-time researcher. And then the other roles that we could assign, let me use my mood thing on Hills, because Hills is about to go running for the hills. Here we go. What's your mood at? Go eat food, fool. Alright, Zach and Callie, you're going to get the first bed. Except for Zach, you can't move it, can you? So let's kick Zach out of that bed. And get Zach moved. So this is Zach and Callie's bed. And I'll clean it up to be nice. So it's awful for now, but we'll be making it nicer. And I'll probably continue the spike core aesthetic rather than smoothing, but I'm not really sure. I could pull you all. Should my aesthetic match spike core and what was the other one? Techist or smooth? Alright, so there's 4 options for you there of the sort of aesthetics that we will incorporate. I'm happy to go either way. We have a huge mix here in our dining room, but I can always change that at some point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms required. And building 4 bedrooms. Let's let everyone out again. Set up for avoid bugs. Because I don't think the Manhunter's gone. How's my food? Well, soon the beautiful tunnels will yield. So I'm not worried too much about food. These rats are eating happy. What I can do for the rats here, for the pen, is remove them where I have grow zones. So they can't eat my plants that I care about. Because rats, unlike some other creatures, do adhere to zoning. So we can keep them away from our crops. And have them just eat the wild grasses. And wild grasses in RimWorld 1.3 are more powerful than they were in previous versions. So there's a benefit to it. So now you'll see them threading around. It's going to look really funny. But yeah, they'll behave. Ew, why is there rot in our kitchen? Why would there be corpse bile? Are there new statue types for the Archbench? I don't have one yet. Alright, so Spike and Tech, both cool. Alright, what I'm going to do is reject everybody's current redemptions for suggestion boxes. And I'm going to open up suggestion boxes that I work on after I set up individual bedrooms, because we're getting close-ish to the individual bedroom mandate now. So if you have any suggestions, the box is now open. So next double bedroom is going to be for Tatch and Natha. They're going to move into this one. And that means that this room is going to be probably for prisons. Can you grow past for animals? What do you mean, Sark? Alright, so Tatch and Natha live here. Ooh, I'm getting some sort of event. A stash of fortune. And then Hills, you will live here. So this will be Hills' bedroom. Starbeck, thanks for the resub. Finally caught up on Frosted Fire. Hope you've been enjoying it. All right, another thing I'm going to need to do is to get rid of all these chunks that are in this bedroom because they're hideous. And this current quest is a Statue of Fortune, which is a crafting skill trainer, Glitter World Medicine, but an unknown threat offered by the High Stellarch. All right, we have a whole lot of redemptions here. So next priority, we'll have batteries and more power. A gateway to the external farm. That would mean like just a tunnel here or something like that. Hunt bugs for meat. Open up an ancient danger. Work on ideology rolls. Do quests. Raid a neighbor. Okay. There we go. Have a vote. It's weird that I'm underneath it. I can disappear. Bye. So this Stash of Fortune is a bit of a trek away. There is a new benefit to having caravanning animals that you can ride, which is you travel faster, but we don't have any of those tamed, not yet. But possibly that is something that we aim to do. All right, and then Zenny, here's your bedroom. And we have a lot of work to make these nicer, because they are deeply, deeply, deeply awful. But we'll improve them when we can. Just naming all my farms. And we're finally mining steel again. I'm going to force clean everything. I cannot wait until Zach is a functional member of this society. That's probably enough cleaning. And fall has technically begun. I really don't ever need to clean that area. Alright, so the temple here is getting slightly more impressive. And as a result, we'll have... rival. You hated him. And then you... Or hated her and then you killed her. Lovely. What happened to Zach? Zach's fine, just paralyzed. Zach came down from the sky, paralyzed for 36 days, and she's 18 days into the 36 paralysis, so nothing happened to her. She just was paralyzed by default. So now I'm starting to smooth out some walls to route my power through the walls so that we can make the bedrooms maybe illuminated or at least just nicer. And you all voted on... Hey, Chunky Pandas, thanks for gifting out subs. You got yourself the pink light for a bit. We voted on Spike Core and Tech Core sort of designs here in the bedroom. So despite the incredibly high cost for steel, you did vote on individual bedrooms, so I am going to honor that. So we'll set that up. I think for walls, I'm going to smooth. And then for the flooring, I'm going to spike and tech core. Like that. Thank you for the gifted subs. Cheers. So that means we're going to need a lot more steel. Now, there's a lot of tunnel steel here that I can tap into still. And I'm sure there's even more that has yet to be revealed, because we do live in a giant cave. But I don't want to dig enough steel that it reveals like something terrible, where we have some sort of vulnerability. That would be bad, and that's always the risk. The other thing I'm going to want is mining over construction. So Tatch and Natha start mining, because I want to smooth this out so I can start illuminating it. I'm going to put a dark lamp here, and then smooth this corridor out, so that we can move around a little bit more freely underground. Trexler, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So, looking at the results, a mix of power and batteries and ideology rolls. So, current goal is ideology rolls and power. I like it. So for power, that's pretty straightforward. All I need to do is set up some batteries for now. And then if I do draw more power than the batteries can offer, we will switch over and add some additional either wind power or solar or something like that. Dang, Cheese. For this month, you friend must have hit the jackpot, or you're just far too kind. But thank you, Cheese. Always a pleasure to have you here. The lurking moderator. The deserter. No, we are not taking the deserter. I'm already gonna going to decline this without voting because we are not betraying the Shattered Empire either. We aren't working for their honor, but we're also not working against them. Okay, this wooden bed needs to get uninstalled. It is now a barrier. And in fact, that wooden door can go to... If the newest update ruins your colony save, you can very easily roll back to previous versions. So there's no need for your save to be ruined forever. Just to let you know that. You can go and select your branch, set it to 1.2, and as long as the mods that you rely upon have not also reverted to previous versions, you should be good. All right, for now, I'm going to limit the amount of steel mining that we do so that I can get back to construction and set up these bedrooms. We're starting to pull them out of the awfulness that they are, which will be very nice not to have disgustingly gross bedrooms. And then I need to work on the roles. So for Gloom Speaker would be like our leader, so to speak. And we really don't have anyone that is like particularly high social skill other than Natha, but Natha already has. Natha could change, and I guess I can have you all vote on whether he becomes speaker or not. So should Natha become Gloom Speaker? So the role of the Gloom Enchanter, which he currently holds, is sort of morale officer and also conversion. To become Gloom Speaker would give him leader speech, which is very much like the royal leader speech, the throne speech. And he could kick off the Gloom Eighth, which is the sort of celebration ritual. Another thing I just noticed is I'm, again, very, very hungry. But plant cut and harvest is ready. A bunch of these Nutrifungus they're good to go. So let's get that done. What are my farmers waiting on? Let's get plant cut as the highest priority. We're gonna get real hungry. All right, here Cowley's going. There we go, finally. All right, I'm gonna remove these zones so we don't have all these micro farms. And Cowley's now making fungal food for us. We shouldn't have any food shortages pretty soon, because I think a lot of this fungus is getting kicked off now. A mad alpaca? Well, Callie, you want to murder it for us? Ooh, deep water. That shot did not look like it hit. Oh, wait, what? I heard it groan and it didn't hit. Who knows? Alright, so Natha will become Gloom Speaker. Y'all have spoken, so let's set that up. Right before it becomes Gloom Speaker, let me reassure Hills again. Might as well use the ability before he loses it. Where was he? I don't even know what he was doing. We also have enough to start, so let me cancel these simple meals. And we're going to continue eating the simple meals, but I'm going to start doing the fine meals. So I'm going to do fine meals forever, and the fine meals are going to be raw fungus and any meat that is not human. Because we don't want human meat, but we do want insect meat. So those will be the requirements. I like this gloomy aesthetic we got going on. She became upset. Okay, time to lose your title. Done. So now he has the ability of a leader speech. A leader speech, the effectiveness goes up with the participant count, the room impressiveness, and the speech progress. It's initiated at the Seeker's image, the gloom shape, or any ritual spot or gathering spot. So I can give a speech from a table, or a Seeker's image, or a ritual spot. Accuse, which is a trial over some heinous accusation. The initiator will accuse someone of terrible wrongdoing and gather people for a trial. Spectators will listen as the accused and accuser, or accuser and accused, argue back and forth, and then decide if the accusations are true, or is true. If the accused is convicted, you can freely banish, arrest, or execute them, and no one will mind. The chance of a conviction depends on the social abilities of the accused and accuser and the number of spectators. Work drive. Call on a person to work harder for some time. And then combat command. Create an aura that boosts the combat skills of everyone nearby. The effects last 24 hours and remain attached to the leader during for the duration. So kind of like a paladin. I'm going to work drive Cowley. And if we take a look at Cowley here, work drive 3 days. Global work speed increase 50%. Damn, should have dropped that on my researcher. But hey, that's pretty good. Get cooking. And as soon as we eat this last simple meal, I will change our diets over to fine meals. That is strong. Yeah, no kidding. Of course, that puts his stuff on cooldowns for 10 days. So there's a, you know, there's a cost. I'll take it. It is fall time. I'm not really sure that sowing is going to be helpful at this point, so I am going to forcibly stop sowing this stuff. It might be too late in the season to bother sowing, except for heal root, because heal root isn't affected by ambient temperature. So I'll continue planting the heal root because it won't die during the winter, but everything else might die. So let's get rid of that. So the other problems here is if I do want a dedicated grower, that would be probably Tatch. Tatch has plants 6, or Hills actually. It would be Hills. So if we do have Hills as grower, because you wanted me to focus on the ideological roles, if we give her Tender, we are going to want a Shade Cone apparel. So let me work on adding Shade Cones. So we'll make a Shade Cone out of blue fur. And our crafter is Zenny. Okay, there it is. It's poor, so let's try another one. And a third. Okay, these bedrooms are almost net neutral now. They're improving. And we have eaten all of our simple meals, so this is going to be fine meals now. I'm going to have to make sure to supply a constant supply of meat, but here will be fine meals, and our diets are going to improve. Our daily food now is going to be fine meals and simple meals, because there might still be simple meals in our inventories. Yep, there still is. Rice patty hats? Yes. Well, shade cones. Hopefully we get a good shade cone out of Zenny. So these fine meals definitely should trigger some additional happiness as they're made of fungus. Oh, new lovers, Hills and Zenny. Right on! Even fewer bedrooms required. I'm all about that. Let's get a double bed going. And Chelsea, thanks for the resub. Cheers to you, Chels. So everyone is paired up now. It's a perfect community. So here's the double bed. Natha moved the old one. Nope, 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 not that. Nope, that's rotated wrong. And then working on like higher quality beds. Well, I guess that could be a channel point redemption, but Hills and Zenny. And then these here could be hospital, medical, or prison for that matter. Whatever we deem necessary. I can also put a prison there. Alright, was that shade cone terrible? Dear Lord, man. Alright, you clearly need a lot of practice. Zenny, try again. I like how every shade cone has been poor. What are even the chances? Oh, your crafting's 4, so pretty high. Poor. Okay, again. 3 more. Can you make steel shade cones? No, it's leather or wool only, it looks like. Yep, leather, wool, or cloth. Not metal. Pour. Okay, probably another pour coming up. Either way, I'm gonna give Hills the role. Oh, there we go. So Hills, you are now going to be our Gloom Tender. We're going to give you a Shade Cone. And a Gloom Tender has Farming Command. Offer guidance on farming techniques, boosting the farmer's farming abilities for everyone nearby. This effect remains attached to the caster for 24 hours. So if we take a look here, Farming Command from Hills, plant work speed 40%. She herself does not benefit. So I guess it helps to have two different farmers that can buff one another. But if she stands here with Natha, Natha will farm faster. No. If you stand here, okay, if you stand here with Natha, she's not getting the gist here. And now that is her role, Gloom Tender. So it's going to be important to do like group harvests. It's going to be really cool. Zenny, I had no idea you had a purple goatee. That is that's very, very strange. Very strange. I can always build a styling station, which I think would allow me to change that. So Zach, Cowley, or Zenny, if you want to change the look, you can always tag me and make suggestions. Now the other problem is I don't really have anyone suited for Gloom Enchanter, but I'm going to give it to Zenny anyway, because Zenny is the closest. So Natha, for Gloom Seeker, Gloom Speaker rather, Viz's Mash is the only requirement, so take off your cape. And then we're going to make another visage mask, and Zenny will become the enchanter. And a pod crash of a relationship. Zach's father just landed. Slow learner, psychically sensitive, and capable of caring. All right, what I'm going to do here, everyone's related to Zach. Zach, you are... Okay, yep. You're the new Naz of the community. Zenny's like anything but purple hair. Okay. Noted. Hills tend to our dear related. I'm not going to imprison them. That would be evil, and we're not supposed to be evil. Instead, I'm going to just treat them, and if they want to join us, they join us. So they are our guest. So we have a Viz's Mask. It is terrible, but that's the best you could do. Let me try at least for like a normal quality and then have him become Enchanter. So the reason why I'd have him become Enchanter is he has at least a passion for social skill. Another poor one. And even just a passion is good enough for me. Okay. Go to sleep. You've disappointed me long enough, friend. I'm definitely going to need to make some additional progress on my my batteries. I certainly haven't yet. And smithing is now researched. So, what's next will be up to you. Let me get the poll up. So next research, we could do microelectronics. Machining. We could do biofuel. Because we could always biofuel refine our fungus into fuel for a chem fuel. It's too bad that the colored lights don't match up the colors that we want. I suppose I could mix blue and red for purple. what else? Carpet making. Let's do brewing and psychite tea and carpet. All right, so those 6, you choose. And another transport pod crash. My God, why is everyone falling? Iroken. He is a plank cutter, and he is of the nudist faction that we are trying to somewhat, slightly, a little bit befriend. So I'm gonna befriend him. And let's continue the Vidge's Mash. You know what I'm gonna do? Do until we have 1 normal. Good luck, Zenny. You got this for years. And then Hills, let's get you to tend to Irakin. Another fail. More failing. Another fail. Pet Yoda. Hey, buddy. Another fail. One of these days. Well, once we're done mining, I will get those batteries set up. But we have to fuel Zenny's failure of masking. It's getting ridiculous here. Come on. 10 in a row. 11 in a row. Yeah, the next trader is going to have a lot of junk to buy. He's going to look at me a little sideways, I think. Oh, did you do it? Yeah, you did it. All right. So, Zenny, congratulations. You are promoted to social. You are now our enchanter. But stop with the masks. You can make you can make that one, because canceling it I would lose resources. But no more visage masks. And then I want him to wear the cape which Natha threw on. So I'm gonna have Zenny come force wear that and then clean up and haul. And his next one was poor as well. Yeah, no kidding. All right, cool. And then he had a parka on. Nice. So you all are voting that tea, slight edge of a winner. We have a lot of hops that are about to be harvestable, and then some of this Tinctoria is going to be harvestable as well, as is the heel root. I'm going to give my constructors a higher priority than mining. So instead of continuing to mine out, because there almost is no more steel left that we want to mine anyway, we should be able to finish off some of the smoothing, cabling, bedroom projects and stuff. Oh, I'm also starving because I don't have enough meat. Hey, Callie. Let's go. High noon. Or actually, it's PM. Which is good, because otherwise it would have been upsetting. There we are. I'm going to temporarily forbid this stuff so we can get other stuff done, because we've neglected it for long enough. Ancient installation rating. There's an ancient complex really close to home. You've learned of an ancient complex nearby and is said to contain ancient treasure. You can break in and collect the loot inside. Be warned, these kind of structures can contain a variety of threats. In addition, your activity in the complex might draw unwanted attention. Don't worry, I will be polling for whether or not you want to see that done quite soon. I just want to try to get the other stuff done. So Zenny suggested that I change styles and let's see here. I didn't know that you had a face tattoo. I'm going to give you the... Oh, you don't like body tattoos? Or beards? Why have a beard if you don't like beards? Oh, with... Huh. Okay, so you're happier now. If you don't want purple hair... I have bad news. So you like pink colors? So I'm going to change you to use that. Oh, I don't have any dyes. Never mind. But at least I got rid of your facial stuff. All right. I really need to make sure that I supply enough food. So we're doing that now. We're also, we got our batteries up. And we got our... Turn this bench off. Soon we'll have cabling and traps and all that. I'm sorry, it's just the colors you prefer. Everyone has their own preference colors. Another ambrosia sprout, which reminds me about the first one. Oh yeah, we recently harvested the first one. So let me finish the first harvest and the second sprout. I will zone for harvest. All right. Oops. Is that all of it? It is indeed. Ambrosia 2. Now, the only role that we don't have fulfilled would be the Visionary, and we're waiting for Zach to become the Visionary. Because I can't change the clothing that Zach wears until Zach is conscious, or not paralyzed, I should say, I'm not going to assign that role until then, so that we don't have upset Visionary. I'm also going to temporarily forbid this construction so that we finish this stuff, because I'm getting impatient living in the dark here. I want to embed the cables here so we can have a lit corridor. How much more time until Zach is not paralyzed? 12 days. Started at, I think, 36 or 7. 36 and change, maybe? It's been a while. These guests are getting fed. I'm low on fungus again, but I'm pretty sure that most of the stuff is... Yeah, a lot of it is actually ready to be harvested anyway. So that's not so much a problem. And then hills, we need to make sure your growing is above research, and it is. Cool. Another transport pod of relationship. What the heck? Leo is Zach's ex-lover. Whoopsie. Well, Mr. Leo. Oh, you're part of the Grey Empire? Yeah, I can rescue him, and he won't join. Because he's part of the Shattered Empire faction. Otherwise, I would have left them there. God, she gets around for a paralyzed lady. Where'd he land? Way up there. All right, sending my jogger. Is this a NAS 2.0 run? Yeah, it's starting to feel like it. Related to kind of everyone. All right, a few more cables and we will have light. Or not, because I don't have enough power to... No, I have enough power. Oh, because it's not built. Aparian, thanks for the resub and welcome. All right, we're still moving him? He died in transit. Bummer. I don't think Zach will care. My rival Leo died. Yes, I was correct. Okie dokie. Well, an attempt was made to be good. I was just slow at being good. And then this will become for prisoners again. I have to worry a little bit about your mood here, though. You're sad you lost a role, but you gained the leader role. Very strange. All right. Let's try to make the bedrooms a little bit nicer. What are the symbols next to the mood? The symbols are their ideology roles. So Natha is our Gloom Speaker, which is a leader. Hills is our Gloom Tender, which is a designated farmer. And then Zenny is our Gloom Enchanter, which is like a morale officer. A morale spiritual leader. There we go. Alright, so here are the dyes that allow us to change our clothing. And what I can do is I can prioritize the people that have trouble with their own mood as preferentially getting the dyes. Another thing I'm going to want to do, I think these dyes don't decay, but of course hops do. So let's make sure that the hops, the wort, and let's go to raw plant matter. Dye doesn't matter in here, but the leaves go in here as well to get frozen and preserved. We don't have beer brewing yet, but once we get it, we will have a whole lot of beer at the ready. These bedrooms are starting to look nice. And a food binge because of your awful bedroom. I was just complimenting the... Oh well. Something I want to do is... Let's continually make dusters out of anything that we can. And I'm going to send Callie out to go murder some stuff. Looks like a boomalope got itself killed. Where are my animals? Muffalo, oh, way far away. All right, what about you? You are missing 0% body parts? Well, guess what? Whatever hunted you didn't eat you. Oh, I shot you. Never mind. This is one I killed previously. Let's go haul that. Now, let's demo a little bit of the dyes. Cowley here likes this color green. So, you are unhappy with hair. Oh, you have your own hair preferences. So let me give you, wow, it's a lot of, I like actually how they have whatever options that you have. You can have any gender hairstyle. I think that's cool that this is like his preferred hair. And if I'm assuming what happens if I get rid of his brief ponytail, it drops off of this list. So basically this is his sub list of hairstyles that he wants to have. And you can change his hairstyles to only things that he prefers, which is interesting. So if you're my hunter, I'll give you this this little swoop here. I don't know, one of these swoops. Yeah, you don't need to look like a rock star. Here, I'll give you none of it looks I'll give you just a giant mohawk. There we go. Go back. And you're happy with beards. Yeah. There we go. And then so some of the face tattoos don't bother you. Body tattoos doesn't bother you. And the apparel color, it was, I'm assuming this color green. So let's try it. Dyeing your own clothing. Maybe it was not that color green, but I have a lot of dyes, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. It's kind of hard to color match. Yeah, it's a brighter color. There's a button set for their favorite color. Oh yeah, favorite color. Or we could also do ideology color. Well, you know, I'll have you all polled for that. What colors should we prefer? Ideology colors or favorite colors? Now, one thing I do want to note is we did vote originally that people have more freedoms, which means that personally I would lean more towards favorite colors, and then maybe have the people that have specific ideology roles wear their role colors. So I'm actually going to change this poll real quick. People with roles have ideology colors, everyone else favorite. And then if you're ever so I'm not going to dye anything right yet. If you're ever have a character assigned to you, like let's say I'm Zenny and was like, I don't want to be in pink, you could then choose, you know, your specific color. But it seems like you all agree. All right, so let's change him over to his favorite color then. And I'm almost had it right. And then we should see a mood boost here of him dressed in his favorite color, which is a pretty cool idea. Come on. Oh, man, he's slow at this, though. Oh, because someone's in combat. Because Zenny went... Oh, Zenny, you're not very bright, buddy. Dear Lord, you're not in a good way. Zenny is on a bit of a bender and decided to run into an insect nest and get himself nibbled in the heart. So, backup is coming, buddy. Just fall down, just fall down. All right, Callie, I'm gonna have to conscript you. So, wearing favorite color, just a +1. All right, so the escapee is fully healed and leaving. And okay, cool. I'm glad you all agreed that individualism will be respected, but if you have a role in our society, that you are, you know, color-coded. Is there any bonus in ideology colors? So the ideology colors, I think, would help you believe in your ideology. It's a boost to that. All right, I'm not so keen on bugs taking chunks out of me, so I'm gonna get some revenge. Zenny, really? That, for serious? You barely survived with your heart cut open, and you decide to go... Wait, where'd these bugs go? You decide to go straight back to the lion's den, so to speak. You aren't a bright man. I'm gonna do my best to try to save you, but... Okay, yep. And you're flopped. Unfortunately here, Hills have already used all of her meds that she had available on you. But, I'm going to carry... Oh, Nath is getting hurt. I'm going to carry him out. Oh, I'm losing toes. Well, luckily, he's a body modder, so, you know, we'll body mod. So that Spellipede is just south of me. I'm going to pick up Zenny and run. I'm going to get caught, though. So Hills is now hurt. I'm going to go help Hills instead. So I'm going to transition north. Start shooting. What are you doing? Oh, man. Ain't shooting my butt. Alright, well, it's ignoring us, so let's go away. Let's just leave. Bounce. Bounce on out of here. Your jelly will be mine in the future. And that Mega Spider's probably gonna fatally... Yep, fatally. Alright, Hills. I'm gonna have you tend without medicine. Oh, maybe Zenny first. Wow, I didn't realize Zenny got that tooled. And we'll tend the rest. All right, Natha, you're next. It would definitely benefit me if there was light in this room, if this is going to be my temporary hospital. Natha's already, well, yeah, okay. Natha's missing toes, but he's also a body modder, so bionics will be good. And then let's allow self-tending so you yourself don't bleed out. But let's, no meds. And let's actually assign no meds to everybody. Zenny got infection. Alright, we did gain some Grey Empire rep because a member of theirs exited healthy, which is awesome, because we also betrayed them recruiting Zenny and Cowley, so some redemption there. Oh, there goes the entire wooden bridge. Bye-bye, bridge. So, Tatch, we are going to change your style. You're happy with your hair. Really? It's not the same color? Okay. Sure beats me. Yeah, there we go. Ideology and color there. Natha, you're going to do the same. If I have dyes. Natha, why would you be considered guilty? Because you... I have no idea. And another infection on Zenny. Really, Zenny? Really, buddy? They need at least 60% of their clothes to be considered wearing their appropriate attire. It's a 60% requirement, not 100. All right, Hills. I need you to... Oh, never mind. You're not going to do anything for me. I was hoping for... them to start harvesting the fungus. Okay, good. Tatch and Nath are doing it. My dedicated farmer is skipping farming. That's a good time. And then Cowley will be able to craft some meals for us because we're out again. So I'm going to wake him up and do it. And I'm going to... Cheers, Eccentric Satyr. The other shield. Okay. I am going to need to give someone else doctoring. Tatch, I'm going to have you do it. Because Zach needs to get fed. Okay, no one's starving. You need treatment, though. This is using a whole lot of my medicine. Hey, Bagos. Here's the little guy in all of his glory. All right, thank you, Would You Kindly Watch, for tagging me. I appreciate it. It's hard to notice sometimes. So, Sandakin. You got it. Wow, that was a very short wander, which is good because I need a doctor. So these infections, the immunity for the left leg is not great, but will be treated better. So I think what I'm going to do is have Zenny cannot walk. I'm going to rescue Zenny in the hospital and then try to keep this room clean and keep the wound clean. So this will be Zenny and Hills' bedroom, but Zenny will be in the hospital bed. Shuttle has arrived for my rats. I basically ignored the fact that they existed, and I am going to be lazy and zone the rats next to the shuttle before anyone loads them in, because rats at least can be zoned, whereas farm animals cannot. And here are my advanced components and the silver. Oh, mighty fungal harvest. I am not worthy. Dear Lord, this is a lot of food. I'm gonna need to supplement some meat for the harvest, because obviously we're gonna have so much more fungus than we have meat. Yeah, we got a lot of shrooms. And that will solve our, like, relatively annoying food problems that we had. All right, Zenny, how are you doing? I don't want to have to chop off your leg, but I will if I have to. So the wooden bed is good quality, which means it's a little bit quicker to recover. There's also, unfortunately, he's the one that would preach health, and he's unconscious. So he's the only one that can help himself, and he can't help right now. It's kind of funny that... Oh boy. Yeah, there's still a lot of dyes laying out there, though. I don't think they decay. No, they don't. The hops are getting ruined, though. Farm command! Oh, look at that. And a Go Frenzy. Yeah, this is, this kind of reminds me of Northern Maine's potato harvest. Being a big staple crop, everybody takes time off and does one massive potato harvest. All right, Zenny, how's that leg? Am I gonna have to chop it off? Maybe. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Your torso is fine, though. And Zach is starving. Does Nutrisums come from ideology? Yes. It comes from having the ideology of tunneler. When you're a tunneler and you live underground, it gives you the ability to farm things without, you know, ever really seeing the light of day. Thank you for tuning in to the Gloom Seekers, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of the Gloom Seekers, I stream this just about every day from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A countdown timer and schedule can be found at Rhadamant.com. Thank you for watching. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.